Welcome, boys and girls, to Father Paddy's telling of the first Easter Bunny.
Hello everyone, boys and girls. I welcome you to a wonderful story that I'm going to read to you. It's the story of the first Easter bunny. So let me tell you this wonderful story. Long ago, in a far-off land, there lived a bunny rabbit who loved to watch people. He loved to watch people help each other walk. He loved to watch people as they made things from wood, like tables and chairs. He loved to watch them bake bread and some cakes. And he loved the smells that came from the oven as cookies baked. He loved to watch children play. They always seemed so happy and free. Now one day, people from the town were lining the streets, and the rabbit was excited to see the parade. Some people shouted, "Hosanna!" as the man rode by on a donkey. How exciting, thought the rabbit. He must be a king or someone very, very, very special. A few days later, there was another parade in town, and this time the rabbit drew a little closer. He saw a man carrying a cross. The man had a crown of thorns on his head, and this parade sure seemed different from the one of the past few days. The rabbit stayed a safe distance as he followed along. Just outside the town, the parade went up a hill, not too far from where the rabbit lived. And then the rabbit saw 3 crosses being raised. He wanted to get a little closer, but waited until most of the crowd had left. When it seemed safe, the rabbit moved closer. He saw that the man on the cross was the same man who rode the donkey in the parade a few days earlier. The rabbit was confused, but he remembered how the older rabbits always told the younger rabbits to beware of people because people can change their minds quickly. The rabbit looked up at the man. How sad the man looked. How sad too were his mother and friends who stood beneath the cross and cried. Now a storm broke out and the rabbit ran. Lightning always frightened the rabbit. From his home, the rabbit saw some people take the man off the cross and place him in a cave. The rabbit knew what all that meant. He had seen other people placed in caves. He knew the man was dead. A few days later, the rabbit awoke before dawn. He heard some rumbling and went to investigate. He walked to the cave where the man was buried. He had entered it many times before, but this morning, a huge stone covered the entrance. The cave had become a tomb. The ground shook and the stone rolled back and forth until the entrance of the cave was open once again. And a bright, beautiful light, brighter and more beautiful than any light the rabbit had ever seen before, filled the whole cave. The rabbit went to investigate. Just as he got to the opening of the cave, a man started to come out. The rabbit looked closely at the man. It was the same man he had seen in the parade a week earlier, the same man who had hung on a cross a few days earlier and had died. Now he was alive. He was alive. And the rabbit was the first living creature to see him. The rabbit was so excited. He wanted to tell everyone the good news, but he couldn't because rabbits can't talk. He felt so sad and frustrated. The man bent down and gently patted the rabbit on the back of his neck. "My little friend," he said, "because you were the first living creature to welcome me back to life, I want you to bring joy to all the children who will ever live." This day will be called Easter, and every year on Easter Sunday, you will make the little children happy by bringing them sweet treats: jelly beans, colored eggs, cookies, and cakes. And forevermore, whenever Easter comes and big people find joy in hearing the good news that Jesus lives, little children will hear that the first living creature to see the risen Jesus was the Easter bunny. Have a blessed and happy Easter time, everyone. God bless you all.
Thank you again for joining us with Father Paddy and his telling of the first Easter Bunny.